Hey, how's it going? It's John again to play some Immaculate Grid. It's been a few weeks here. Been traveling, celebrating Christmas with my family. Hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas. I'm recording today, a couple days after Christmas, December 27th. Gleyber Torres is apparently a Tiger, so that's a little bit of news. There's been a whole bunch of baseball news. I'm pretty sure Soto hadn't signed at the time of my last video. But yeah, I still want to get videos out. It's just not going to be a daily thing. I'm gonna look at doing maybe some other projects as well. But in the meantime, I still want to try to shoot for about weekly, maybe a couple a week, and get these out. So I've failed in that regard over the last few weeks because I haven't gotten anything out. I'll try to get one today out. I'm also going to, I've done timed, I've done low rarity, I've done high rarity. Sometimes I go for all brewers or all of some team. I think what I'm going to do is just pick one and do that instead of trying to do multiple grids all in the same episode. So that's just going to be some changes coming, less frequent and not doing two grids each time. For now, let's just go with a classic low rarity score. And see if we can get that out. I'm going to share my screen and we can get right into it. We can also see when was the last time I actually played. So let's see. It looks like I played on grid 612. All right. So it's been 3.5 weeks. It's been a while. All right. Let's just go for low rarity here. We've got Cleveland, Minnesota, Pittsburgh, and Arizona. And let's see what we can do with these. Um, right off the bat, I'm pretty sure former Brewer catcher Henry, I have to actually type, Henry Blanco will work for Arizona and Minnesota for 2%. Wow. There's not a lot there. Cirillo, former Brewer third baseman, excuse me, Jeff Cirillo also would have worked there. I think Orlando Hudson works. There's options. I'm going to go with an oldie. Also, as you can tell, I'm nursing a little bit of a cold here. Raleigh Hemsley here for Pittsburgh and Cleveland. That's a little bit more like it. Let's see, Cleveland and Arizona. J Bell works. He seems like he's going to be high. Matt Williams works. He played for Cleveland for 1 year before heading to the Diamondbacks. Um, Travis Fryman does not work, but he was in that trade. Like he was traded from Detroit to Arizona, and then from I think with Kareem Garcia or something like that, but then immediately flipped over to Cleveland in exchange for Matt Williams. Um, so he doesn't work is my point. So I said Williams and Bell, and then Greg Swindell works. Um, that's one because he hits Cincinnati, Cleveland, Arizona. Let's see, this is not going to be a Mike Morgan combo. Not going to get like a Paul Serrano out of this one. Um, Seems like, well, I mean, Swindell, lefty reliever, how high can he be? Huh, apparently quite high. 5% really for Greg Swindell. Did I would have said one-ish tops. Also, I wouldn't have gotten 2%. So I'm going for a low rarity score, and so far that's not going so hot. Let's see if Heine Manush should work here, right? Tigers, Browns, Senators, and then he hits Pittsburgh, and I want to say the Brooklyn Dodgers on the way out. Well, he at least goes sub one. Let's see here for a Pittsburgh second baseman. Tony Womack works for both teams' second base. Actually, I don't know because he mainly played like right field, and when he signed with Arizona, Bell moved to second base, but Womack played right field and then moved to shortstop. So, of course, Bell will work at second base for Arizona. I don't think Bell works for second base for Pittsburgh though. So it might be a case of both with Womack and Bell, they'll work for one but not the other. At least I don't I don't know for sure if Bell would work at second base for Pittsburgh. How about who remembers niche Rookie of the Year runner up? I want to say Warren Morris. Yeah, that's the time frame. Okay, so he goes sub one. Love that Pittsburgh cap. I know when I played Jason Kendall, you get the same like the full pirate cap instead of just the P. I love that. Anyway, Arizona, second base. We get a little bit of Brewer overlap here with both Craig Counsell. I imagine he's a bit higher. I don't know about Womack for sure. Of course, Bell. I'm not sure because when Bell in their inaugural season, Bell was still a shortstop in '98. So I don't know who the second baseman was on that team. Um, I know Orlando Hudson will work, but he played a few years there. Um, I gotta believe Alex Cintron will work, and Junior Spivey, who is also a Brewer, he'll work. I'm gonna go with Cintron. I mean, I more remember him as a shortstop than I also know the Diamondbacks got like Royce Clayton somewhere in there. This is like '05 time frame. Okay, Cintron works for point 0.5. So far the stinker has been Greg Swindell. That's not one I was gonna see coming. All right. Anyone who's ever played for Cleveland and had at least 40 career WAR. Let's see. We could sneak a like a Burt Blyleven in there. You know who could actually sneak in here though? Who's not known for a high WAR because it was much lower than Hall of Fame caliber, but is Jack Morris. He was the opening day starting pitcher for Cleveland in 1994. All right, point two on that one. Let's see, for the Twins and 40 WAR. Let's go with which way do we want to go here? Um, maybe Goose Goslin? Who's no, who's more obscure than that? I gotta go more obscure than that. Um, does I forget if Mickey Vernon works. You get your obvious like Puckett will work, Winfield will work, Molitor will work. Um, I think Tony Olivo works, but not by a lot. But he was a career twin. Carew obviously works. I'm not sure on Frank Viola. If he works out. David Ortiz, there's one. Um, I think Torrey Hunter is probably close. I remember looking at Torrey Hunter's WAR, and I don't remember what the career number was, but it wasn't as high defensively as I would have thought. Um, which was surprising. Maurer works. Trying to think of any other catchers that might work. Don't think Morneau's gonna work. Not sure about Gaetti working. Uh, oh, we follow not Gaetti on X. It's a great follow. I thoroughly enjoy him. Um, Now of course Walter Johnson will work. Burt Blyleven will work. You know, pitchers that just sort of sneak in. I don't know about Viola. Johan Santana will work. I think he's around 50. Um, as I'm saying this out loud, I mean, there's plenty of options, so I don't think anyone's going to be too good. I'm gonna go Goslin for a full percentage point. All right, now 40 career WAR at second base. The guys over at Ordinary Effort, they I think it was on 100 RBI. There it was one of their Instagram shorts. They'll do whole episodes and then like have Instagram shorts. They're a lot of fun to follow. One of their their go-tos, or not go-tos, but one of the ones they did was 100 RBI and second base, and they put Jorge Posada. And it got like a full percent, which was very surprising to me. I think Posada works here too. I know he played second base, and I think he had over 40 WAR. I'm not going to play him. Uh, I want to play someone who isn't known for second base, but maybe spent a little time there and would have gotten to over 40 WAR. Um, how about my guy Paul Molitor, especially since he works in a number of other places. 1.0. All right, so Posada might have been around the same, probably. Sandberg is the highest, higher than Joe Morgan or Rogers Hornsby. All right. Um, all right. Well, we'll take that. Grid 635 here. We didn't dedicate it to anyone because I'd lost track of which grid I was even on, but that's a little bit more than the homers for Ken Griffey Jr. So there's that. Thank you so much for playing along with me. Again, I won't get these out as frequently, but I'll try to get a few more out before from down here in my in-laws' basement before I head back to my home. So thanks so much for playing, and we'll be back at it later. Peace.